As of now, the Fortnite storyline is actually kinda peak, especially with all the new storyline and lore information that we got in the latest update. But like, what is going on, what happened, and how will any of this lead into Season 2? Well, that's what I'm gonna be discussing in today's video. When we first loaded into Chapter 5, we found out that Peely had been kidnapped by the Society, and ever since this season started, the Underground have really been trying their best to get him back. But fast forward to over 2 months later, and Peely has been rescued. His last location was at Fencing Fields, and that's where Jones found him. And they also wrecked up the place a bit as well. But aside from the Underground getting Peely back, they have also started TAKEDOWN as well. Well, take down the Society, in which this is actually going really successful. They've been defeating the bosses, the guards, and well, the Society are really weak right now. And well, right now, it really seems like that the Underground are now stronger. Also, just note that it is not the end of the Society yet. Like, we don't even know whether they'll actually appear in next season. But we do know something, though. And well, we know that one of the members of the Society is heavily related to next season and how it will start. And yes, I am talking about Valeria. Valeria has literally been the most important character this season by far, especially with her own mini storyline going on. She's been very interested in the Pandora Box, which is a very important item to do with Greek mythology. And inside this box, there are many bad and evil things. And when opened, they will all be let out. Now, Valeria thinks that finding the Pandora Box is a good thing, so she can get power across the island. And also, I actually recommend checking out my video about the Pandora Box. In this video, I explain to full detail what the Pandora Box is, and I also explain why Valeria is looking for it. It's a pretty interesting video, so if you want to go check it out, the link will be down in the description. But yeah, moving on, Valeria is extremely interested in this Pandora Box, and she wants to find it, as she knows it's on the island somewhere. So like, after a month of her doing more research and trying to locate it, she actually finds it. And it is in fact next to ruined reels. Valeria is now in fact very happy that she has now found the Pandora Box. And she knows that currently the box is underground, and she will use her powers to lift it up into surface. You see, a little fun fact is that everything to do with next season is underground right now. Like, believe it or not, there are so many Greek gods hiding underground the island right now. The reason why the glacier is melting is because there is something powerful to do with Greek mythology beneath it. And the reason why the Pandora Box is underground is because there is a Titan also underground as well, and he's keeping a hold of it. But hold on, I'll get into that in a sec. So currently, underground the island of Helios, there are many Greek gods and other things to do with Greek mythology. So like, most of next season's battle pass are just literally gonna be rising up from the underground. And speaking of underground, this season is called Underground, and not only because there is the underground, but maybe the name of this season is hinting at the future of this chapter and how the underground of the island is really important. But I don't know, this might all just be a stretch. But something that isn't a stretch is that basically a Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass skin has already been fully leaked. And her name is Odyssey. Odyssey is somewhat of a time traveler, and she arrived on the island of Helios to warn us about the upcoming threats, dangers, and powers to soon be arriving on the island. So she's technically warning us about next season and how it could affect the island's fate. Now, Odyssey is an NPC at Ruined Reels, and she replaced the NPC of Silas Hesk. And my oh my, this NPC has a lot of dialogue. You see, Odyssey is a traveler with a keen interest on ancient artifacts. So she's a little bit like Valeria, because she's also very much interested in ancient artifacts as well. But she said that she wants us to help her reconstruct the Mosaic. and that will share in its secrets. A mosaic is like a pattern or an image that's normally carved out of stone, glass, or any other material, and they were very much known of in the olden days. But you see, most mosaics have a meaning. You've probably seen this image being going around the community lately. And while this is a mosaic, the mosaic that Odyssey has been talking about. And you see, this is an image of it reconstructed, because soon we're actually gonna find parts of this around the island, and we're gonna have to construct them together. In which this mosaic obviously tells us a lot about season 2, and of course this is the build up for season 2. But you just have to look at the details of this mosaic, because it does depict many things that are heavily related to season 2. On the very top left you can see a sun, in which this represents the sun god, who is Helios, and also the name of this island. On the bottom left you can see an instrument, and while this is to represent the god of music, who is Apollo, and also the name of the chapter 2 map. And then on the outlines you can see sea waves, in which this is for Poseidon, in which it's actually most likely that he's asleep under the glacier right now, that's why it's melting. The lightning is obviously representing Zeus. At the lower part of this mosaic you can see souls of the dead, and in the middle the dog with the 3 heads, well, that is called Cerberus, in which he is the dog of the underworld, belonged by Hades, who is the god of the underworld, in which this guy wasn't seen in the mosaic, but he will definitely be in season 2. And who knows, maybe because he's that important, maybe he could be the secret skin. But I don't know though, we'll just have to wait and see. Now, all of the Greek gods that I just mentioned, well, they're in the underworld right now, which is obviously underneath Helios. But as of now, they are currently starting to wake up, in which soon they will all rise from the underworld and they will reach surface. And when this happens, all chaos will start, and so will season 2. And this mosaic is the key to what is coming. It bears a warning. And while this warning is that Hades and Cerberus are coming, in which obviously this is very bad. Also, we did actually get some pretty interesting lore on the Medallions as well, because they are shards of mysterious power, and they are dug out from long gone history, in which you know how the Medallions give the society members power. For example, Montague, diamond manipulation, Valeria, fire manipulation, and etc. But these powers from the Medallions are tied into the mosaic and next season, and this is because they have powers from the underworld and Greek mythology. But yeah, the mosaic is gonna warn us and Odyssey about what's coming up in season 2. Now, whatever the mosaic is gonna be warning us about, Odyssey thinks that Valeria is responsible, in which she somewhat is. Valeria is so obsessed with this Pandora Box and its power, she is crazy obsessed with it, and she really wants to find it bad. But unfortunately for us, Valeria has found it, and remember, it is next to Ruined Reels. You see, Valeria has been researching more than just this Pandora Box. She has been researching everything to do with Greek mythology and the underworld. And so finally, she knows this whole entire island's history and lore. And so she knows that the Pandora Box is currently in the underworld. But no worries, because Valeria is going to use her powers to try and rise this Pandora Box up into surface. But this is a dreadful idea, because right now a Titan has got their hands on the Pandora Box. So when Valeria does lift up the box, it's not only just gonna be the box, no, it's gonna be the whole entire Titan arm attached to the box, in which this Titan hand is massive, and while this shows how big the underworld is underneath the island. But yeah, soon we'll all have to go into a game and work as a team to bring this Pandora Box down and deattach it from the Titan's hand, in which when it is deattached, the Pandora Box will open, and this will let out many things that are to do with season 2. And also around this giant hand there will be mosaic caches for us to dig up, and this will help Odyssey to reconstruct the mosaic and tell us what's actually gonna happen in season 2. And also around this giant hand there will in fact be mini events from the underground, such as lightning, thunder, and also earthquakes and rumbles. And remember, this is all gonna be the build-up for season 2, so yeah, we are so back. This is literally one of the best build-ups we have had since the initial release date of Fortnite. And so this really all does tell us that next season season is gonna be crazy. But hold on, let's just go back to Odyssey for one sec. At Ruined Reels, where Odyssey is, there is a poster called the Odyssey Six, and it is leaning on the wall besides other posters, in which on the poster image you can see a silhouette of Jones standing in front of many hills and mountains, and in front of all that, there is like this massive hill with this Greek location on it. Now, this movie poster is in fact a teaser for next season. And while the belief is that right now, this Odyssey 6 is actually a faction for next season, with the time traveler Odyssey being a part of this faction. So our best guess is that this Odyssey 6 faction will be like the faction against Hades and the other spirits of the Underworld. And also, going back to the poster, you can see Jones as well, so like, that probably shows that he's still going to be relevant to next season. And so Jones will most likely be in next season's storyline, and I am begging for him to have voice lines, but that's not relevant for this video. But yeah, it is a bit strange why Jones is on that poster, which is obviously meant to depict season 2, but I don't know, maybe he'll be like part of this Odyssey 6 or not. But I'm hoping, because I still want Jones and Hope to be relevant for next season. But right now it does look like that next season's storyline will be heavily focusing on another new line of characters, which is fair enough. But now I think it's time for a quick summary. So underneath the island of Helios there is this Underworld, and this is where many Greek gods and other Greek beings are asleep right now. And well, a few examples of these Greek gods are Apollo, Helios, Zeus, and many more. But you see, they are all starting to wake up. As well, they've been resting underneath this island for many, many years. Now, a time traveler named Odyssey has appeared in Ruined Reels and replaced the NPC of Silas Hesk. And while this Odyssey person knows that there is grave danger upon the horizon, you see, she wants to reconstruct this mosaic, in which pieces of this mosaic have been scattered across the whole island and dug up. And Odyssey wants us to find these pieces so we can reconstruct the mosaic for her. And when this mosaic is reconstructed, it will give us a clear view into next season and the dangers that will await. And well, most importantly, this mosaic gives us a glimpse into the lineup of next season. Like, it tells us what Greek gods will be included in next season. Now, the most eye-catching thing in this mosaic is definitely the dog with the 3 heads. Now, this is Cerberus, who is the dog of the Underworld, and he also belongs to Hades, who is the god of the Underworld. And if you can see all of the skulls and souls, well, that's meant to represent the Underworld of this mosaic. So this mosaic does actually tell us everything that's gonna happen in season 2. Now, going back to the Underworld, I'm pretty sure you all know that Valeria has been very interested in this Pandora Box lately. And well, finally, she has found it, and like everything to do with Greek mythology, it's in the Underworld. So Valeria is gonna use her powers to lift it up into surface, but this is a bad idea because as of now, a Titan has got his hands around this Pandora Box. So when Valeria does lift up this box, it will also be the Titan's hand attached to the Pandora Box as well, in which us as a player count would have to participate in a mini event to deattach the Pandora Box from the hand, in which this Pandora Box will then open and unleash all of the evil spirits it has. And also, when this happens, there'll be like mini weather events as well, for example tornadoes, lightning, earthquakes, and many more. So Valeria did get what she wanted in the end, but like, no, she is literally the main reason why season 2 is happening. Yep, the gods from the Underworld are waking up, but Valeria is making this happen a bit more quicker. So it is all Valeria's fault for messing around with powerful things and then using them for her own grantage, even though it's not even working for her. Now at Ruined Reels, there is a movie poster saying the Odyssey 6. And while this poster is confirmed to have something with season 2, on the poster you can see Jones standing in front of mountains and then also standing in front of like this well, this hill with this Greek POI on it. In which, to be honest, it's a bit unusual why Jones is there, so maybe he will also be relevant in next season's storyline as well. So you see, and so this Odyssey 6 does also tie in with the main predicted plot of next season. You see, the prediction is that this Odyssey 6 is going to be a faction next season, and well, they're going to be like the protagonists. And it's also going to be like built up on the Greek gods with Jones, Odyssey, and the other Greek gods that will be in in next season's Battle Pass. And well, they will be trying to like defeat or destroy the Underworld, which is built up on Hades and his dog Cerberus. So it will be a battle of power between the forces of the Underworld and the Odyssey Six. But remember guys, this is like a prediction, so we don't know if this is really going to be the plot of next season. But what we do know is that soon the Greek gods who are in the Underworld underneath this island will start to soon wake up. And then they'll come onto the actual island of Helios, and well, yeah, that is when Chapter 5 Season 2 will start. But yeah, that was a rather long summary. And well, yeah, I did get very overexcited in some parts, but believe it or not, guys, it's not the end of the video because I just want to discuss something. I just want to step out from the storyline for a bit because I just want to talk like next season's Battle Pass and stuff like that, and stuff that will be added. And well, I'm also just going to be like discussing some extra details as well. Okay, so there may have been some parts of this video which have already been proved very wrong. And well, that's because by the time I'm recording this specific part of the video, there has been a hotfix. And well, this hotfix has revealed quite a lot of stuff about next season's Battle Pass, and also about this giant Titan hand and mini event. Okay, so today, literally the whole entire Battle Pass has kind of been leaked, or well, figured out. Within the past few hours, this official image has been floating around Twitter. And well, believe it or not, this image is actually meant to depict the whole entire of next season's Battle Pass. And this is because of the symbols that we can see in the image. Like, there is a lightning bolt, which is obviously meant to represent Zeus, a dog head symbol which is obviously meant to represent Cerberus, some evil looking symbol, but we think that this actually represents Hades, who I believe is going to be like the main antagonist of next season. And then we have like this heart which is believed to represent Aphrodite, am I saying that right? Well, she's the god of love. Then you can see a trident, in which this is obviously meant to show off Poseidon. Then there's this looking symbol, in which we don't really know what this is, but the main guess is that this is actually meant to represent Medusa. And well, you can kind of see it with the lines all around this square, like, because people think that those are actually snakes, so yeah, I think this is actually Medusa. Then there is a bow and arrow, in which this is definitely Apollo, in which there is this last symbol, in which I don't know what this is, but I think it's Odyssey. And well, all of the symbols altogether matches up to 8, which is the amount of skins that we get in every Battle Pass, including the secret skin. In which, can I just say, I'm betting on the secret skin being Hades. But also, by looking at this like Battle Pass symbols, there's not really gonna be like a collab skin in next season's Battle Pass. I know that these Greek gods have collabed in other things before, like, if it's gonna go by Epic's original design for these gods, then there won't actually be a collaboration skin in next season's Battle Pass, which is really interesting to see. But now let's move on from all of this, because I want to talk a little bit about the Pandora Box. As well, today we were revealed quite a bit about it. So one, this is my mistake, but it turns out that not every Greek god is going to be rising from the underground. Some are actually going to be coming out from this box. On the sides of the box, you can actually see some Greek gods. And by looking at their carvings on the box, they do actually give us a view on what they're gonna look like. One of the first gods carved into the box is the one that we know today, Odyssey. And as you can see, she is in her fully knight armor. You can also see a dog with 3 heads on this box, and well, obviously this is Cerberus. It doesn't show much of his design in this image, it just shows that he has 3 heads, but we are still betting that he will look like what he looks like in the survey skins. The other person on the box looks like to be Hades, the god of the Underworld, and well, yeah, he looks very ominous, definitely an amazing character for an antagonist. And then the last guy is Zeus, in which we do get a glimpse of his muscular design here. And we do also get like a glimpse of a location in Zeus's image as well. And well, this looks like to be Mount Olympus. And well, this is where Zeus does settle in Greek mythology. Now let's just go back to the Pandora Box, because basically today, literally like, I don't know, like an hour ago, we got our first crack on the island. And from what I have heard, there has already been earthquakes, and they happen like every hour, I think. But yeah, the build up for this Pandora Box and this Titan hand is gonna be crazy, and well, it's just started. If you haven't seen it, well, it's gonna be be a bit like a mini event where the arm literally rises from the ground, and where you see the box is connected to a chain which is also connected to the Titan's hand. Now the insane thing is that it's up to us to break this chain. And while this chain has like billions of health, I'm not even joking. And well, when the chain is destroyed, the Pandora Box will come crushing down and it will open itself. And then you see there will be this massive beam coming out of it and it will start a tornado. And also, if you look closely, you can actually see spirits in this tornado. But yeah, thanks to this beam, the Greek gods who were asleep in the box will be let out. And the gods that were just in the underworld will wake up and find their own ways out. Now also, by the time I'm recording this, we have 10 days left of this season until season 2 starts. And now because of this, I'm betting that this hand mini event will happen on Thursday. And well, this is because Thursday is normally used as like a hotfix / update day. Or if not, it will most likely happen on Tuesday, but overall we just don't know yet. But also, something that did start today is Odyssey's quests for the Mosaic, in which we gotta do like snapshot quests for her, and well, we gotta collect tiles around the island. Because we gotta help Odyssey build this mosaic, and well, I literally spoke about that like over 10 minutes ago. But yeah guys, it's pretty crazy to think that next season only starts in 10 days. But from everything that we've got about this season so far, well, I am really bloody excited. Unlike many seasons in the past, I actually have a lot of hope for this season. And although we don't really know that much yet, like the whole storyline plot between the Odyssey 6 and the Underworld, remember that's just like a theory, and many other things I said in this video are just predictions of the storyline for next season. But like, from all the details that we have received about next season, we can sort of depict what's gonna happen, but like, at the end of the day, we are not 100% sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this long video. I wasn't really expecting this video to be that long, but like, yeah, it's quite a long one. But yeah, this video did actually take quite a few days to make. And the reason why I did kind of mess up a little bit at the beginning is because like, I theorized some stuff, and well, in the latest hotfix, which was literally today, it kind of got like disproved, so yeah. I'm sorry about that guys, but overall, I hope this video did kind of help you a bit with the season 2 and Greek mythology storyline. And what do you guys think is going to be the main plot for next season? Well, let me know down in the comments. I would love to see what you guys say. But yeah guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and well, join the Discord server, link in description. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye.